Yeah, check this out. So I have a video that I just been sitting on because I don't know how it's going to be received by some people. I feel like as though if I release this video, the people who normally watch my videos, I don't have many people that actually watch my videos. Sometimes my channel's hot, sometimes it's not, you know. I feel like this video is going to get it's going to be found by the female hive mind the female hive mind bot farm, and they're just gonna come out of the woodwork and say all of this bullshit. And trust me, that shit does not feel good when you upload something and then you got everyone sitting there trying to tell you wrong, or putting me in further in a dark place where I said I didn't want to be at, but here we are. So let's get this. When they're trying to figure out why black men are increasingly dating and marrying out, an increasing amount of black men know their worth and are moving to women who respect them and appreciate them. And I said this in the past before. I said this in the past before. A lot of black women don't want. See, I gotta. So this is specifically black women, and this is low quality black women. I don't want people to get confused because if you ever hear me say black women or women when you hear me talking about them and in a negative light, most of the time, 90% of the time, we are talking about low quality black women or low quality women. These are the women we are talking about. But specifically when it comes down to low quality black women is what happened and what destroyed the black nuclear family when I think it was Carter, I can't remember, that basically said if we do this, the Negro will vote for us for the next 100 years. And basically, when the Democrats was on life support, and yes, the Democrat Party was dying, and sometimes you hear that lie, oh, the party switched whenever you get in somebody's ass about the left and the right, Republicans and Democrats. The truth be told, the Democrat Party was on life support. And what ended up happening was a lot of black women destroyed the nuclear family once they was told, you don't need a black man in a black household. The government will take care of you. Now, I'm not sitting here saying black men don't got problems. Low quality black men, not black men, because those are the guys that low quality black women, I hate having to always say this, low quality black women always overlooked. But let's get it.
Unpopular opinion.
Whenever white girls are with black dudes, that pisses me off.
Because why are you with her and not with me?
See what I'm saying? And y'all thought that I was joking when I was saying if you go to the block with a chick who's not black, all these black girls who never gave you any type of play, always overlooked you, you never interacted with them, but they would disrespect you in a heartbeat, especially if you wasn't attractive to them. See, it's very fucked up the way that black women work, is that if you're attractive, you can't do nothing wrong. You can beat the shit out of these women. They will come back to you. When you're not attractive to them, or you're not exactly what they want, or their friends don't like you, you're fucking invisible. Ladies who are in their older years, that feeling of when guys no longer have their eyes on you like they used to, imagine how black men feel by their own women of their own race just shitting on them consistently. Just consistently shitting on them just for the way that they look, just for the way that they dress, just for their taste in music, just for their lifestyle that doesn't line up 100% with theirs. Their destructive, degenerate lifestyle. Imagine what that feels like.
Really? Like, that's what I'm
Hey,
saying.
what do you think about interrelationships?
It's okay for like a black girl to mess with a white guy, but not the same thing for a black guy to mess with a white girl.
Hey, how do you feel about
Have I not been saying this since I started this channel again? I mean, I've been saying this longer than this because I've lived it, but y'all be thinking I be joking. It is okay. Black men have never been the first choice for black women. And this is not, I'm not pro-black. I'm pro-humanity. I'm pro-humanity, but I can tell you this because I've lived it. I've seen this. Not only that, but I'm talking about history. I try my very best not to use my own experiences because my own experiences, right, doesn't mean it has to be the rule for everyone. We're talking about history. We're talking about statistically. Black men have never been the first choice for black women. And again, I say it again, low quality women. The problem is low quality women, even if they're not the majority, there's too many of them. Too many. And so when you do find a black girl, a black woman, a black girl, young girl who's doing her shit, she is damn near unattainable and too far and in between. Or probably getting ran through by some fucking dog and she ends up broken. And it's terrible. By some lit kids, some gangsters holding down the block. It's fucking terrible. And then she becomes a low quality woman through proxy.
In a relationship.
White women, if they date a black man, dead wrong. But if a black woman find her a rich white man, right on, sister. Black power.
What do you think about?
Did you hear that shit? Did you just hear that? Did you just hear that fucking?
Right on, sister.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Hold up.
Dead wrong. But if a black woman find her a rich white man, right on, sister. Black power.
Black power. Black. To nerve to say black power, date outside your race. Black power. Yeah, okay. They think they own black men. That's really what it is. This is why when I was sitting here and I was telling some chick on Twitter who was bashing men consistently for no reason, and then I said some shit, and then she got upset, and then she started saying some shit, and I said, this is the fucking problem. Black women, no matter what it is, you can't tell them nothing. And their whole default is, no matter what, black men, it's black men's fault for every single bad decision she has ever made on her own. It's her choice. The girl sat there and said, oh, you need to date better women. Doesn't know my dating experience, but I know hers based on what she said. And then she tells me no black person or black people don't accept her because she's mixed. I'm like, okay, what the fuck they got to do with me? Her dad, a lot of black people are in single household because of the father. I'm like, how the fuck would you know that if you're not bringing no concrete evidence? You're just blaming men. You're blaming men, but you're not addressing the fact that a lot of these women are the ones opening their legs consistently to these pieces of shit. But then she said the nail on the coffin. And you know what? I could pull up this comment, but I'm afraid if I scroll down, it'll probably be some porn. And I don't want to do that. But she said, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. We're doing it live. Fuck it. We're doing it. Let's see if we can find this shit. I'll be back. Let's see if we can find this shit. Replies. We're doing it live. Let's go all the way down. All the way down. All the way down. All the way down. All the way. Hey, yo. All the way down. 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 Here we go. So basically, you have a bunch of black women upset that you have these non-black women who are getting all of these awards, like Kamala Harris at the WNPC or whatever the fuck it is, getting an award for losing the presidential race, and she's not even black, etc. And a guy said, black women are finally waking up. And then Mia jumps in and she goes, now for the black men to wake up while they're too busy obsessing over what black women are doing. Bro, what? And so she says, are you sure, Mia? And I said this, and I just said it. I've always loved this kind of comment from the lowest common denominator of women. Black women abandoned black men. They are one of the key factors of how the Democrats seized power when they broke up the black nuclear family and told black women, we, the government, will take care of you. My entire life was nothing, but black women it's supposed to be claiming to be victims while dragging black men. We were never their first option. They never chose black men unless they had materialistic status of thugs. Who remember I Don't Want No Scrub songs? That was these girls' anthem and further solidified that mindset of these women. So what happens when a black man makes it, and it's supposed to be, and he no longer looks to his sisters to be his, especially after she has had multiple struggle babies, but she got the nerve to call herself a queen. But the second, and I mean the second, a black man is doing good, here they come all of a sudden, they want to give him play. The boy, man, they always overlooked, and then they get brushed past. Then they get mad for getting back 1/3 of the energy they let off. Be a black man unaware and come home with a woman who isn't black. The whole block, just women, will be mad dogging. And so she pops up and she goes, Oh no, I'm sorry. And then some fucking cuck pops up and he goes, not going to lie, they have a point. I stopped reading after black women abandon black men. Black men love to talk about that, but won't talk about how a lot of black households. So you stopped reading after black women abandon black men. So you stopped reading the second sentence, my dude. And I said to him, not gonna lie, then your opinion is dismissed. I can't stand this type of shit. I was gonna say something else, but I just left it alone. Nigel, the person that I responded to, said, damn, bro, talk your shit. And then she says, ain't nobody gonna read all that bullshit. You're judging a whole community of black women because of your experience instead of the actual facts. That's being biased. Black women aren't good, but imagine being more worse than us. There it is. There it is again. No matter what the situation is, it doesn't matter. As long as they can go back and fall back on dragging black men, no matter what. And if you're not black and you're listening to this video, I just need you guys to understand something. You women out there who are giving black men, actual black men, black boys, not these thugs, not these lickers, not these gangbangers, black men who are actually building up their own and they have some type of worth and they're not shit stains, you're giving them chances. We thank you. We love you. Thank you for your cervix. All of that. All of that. All of that. Continue to make these low quality black women upset. Do it, because they're gonna be upset about anything. They're gonna be upset about everything and anything anyway. So you might as well have fun and mess with the superior appendage, the superior appendage right now. I'm just kidding. Mandingo style. I'm just kidding. I don't know. The stereotypes. We don't do that over here. I mean, I do like chicken and watermelon though. I thought I didn't, but I do. Okay, so she said, ain't nobody reading all of that. Black women aren't good, but imagine being worse than us and saying we need to do better. I didn't expect low quality women to read it, but the message was sent all the same. So then she wrote this, not low quality, just not gonna listen to a little baby cry about black women because he has shitty taste in women. Maybe date better women. And if you want to talk about experiences, let's talk about mine then. Let's talk about how a majority of the black people in my life are fatherless because their dad is a deadbeat. Let's talk about my deadbeat dad that pays child support for 3 out of the 5 women he got pregnant. You see, do you see? Understand, as shitty as that man is, he's only one person. So you mean to tell me the first chick who had his kid, she knew that this dude was a piece of shit. She still had his kid. But you know what? Let's say she didn't know. The second girl who had his kid, she didn't know this? Oh, okay. You know what? The third. How about the third? Third's a charm, right? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Third time, nope, he done bust up all up in her guts. Oh, what about the fourth one? I guarantee you, her father only is staying with the last chick and he's still cheating. And this is what we talking about. Low quality dudes, absolutely. But it's low quality women that keep the cycle moving. Listen, who run the world? Girls. Y'all control sex. Not only that, you can get an abortion. Y'all fight for abortion nonstop. I know black women love abortion. It's a power move with them with their black feminism cult. They love abortion. But you decided to keep, all 5 of those women decided to keep that man's kids. The fuck out of here. Let's talk about how I've been rejected by black men and women because basically I don't pass as black enough. Crazy, right? At the end of the day, despite all of these poor black man role models, I don't get online having a need to bitch about how black men are trapped. Okay, so then my man literally just said black women are standing on business against tethers like Cynthia Herrera. No one likes her. Nigel said black women are finally waking up. Mia came through talking about some now for the black men to wake up while they're too busy obsessing. You came with that energy. You came into this dragging black men. This is pure cinema. And I replied with, I'm happy for you and sorry that happened, I guess. Low quality women don't ever want to listen, but always itching to play victim and default to dragging black men or men. When you're really messing with dogs and thugs, these are your choices. All that shit you said about the black experience you had, you're the company you keep. But projecting, I'm the one judging when you proved word for word what I said about you being low quality was right on the mark. You came into this dragging black men, but woe is me for getting back one third back. Also, 5 baby mothers. Holy shit! And I couldn't make this up if HBO hired me. Women make bad choices, and low quality women, especially black women or whatever the fucking mix you are, tend to have terrible taste. All those women let that piece of shit bust his go-gurt inside them walls, thinking they were special and that they could change him. Laughable skill issue. Am I supposed to feel sad when that's all that they play on is emotions? That's all they do is I'm a victim? Break the fucking cycle then. If it doesn't apply to you, let it fly. But you did exactly what I said you were because I knew what you were. And I looked on this woman's page and it was nothing but the first three posts of hers, two of it was male bashing. Let's be real here. Let's be real. What game are we playing here? And again, that's not like the only thing recently where I had to stop because I was going to a dark place when it came down to dealing with female with like just terrible shitty takes from females online, especially black women. Like there was another post of there's like this woman who here we go. Look at this. Strict rules at my women's only gym, right? This is a black woman who has a gym and she says it's strict rules for her female only gym. And I sat there and said, your gym is going to fail. Because if you read her rules to her gym, no wearing baggy clothes to avoid unwanted attention. Wear what you like. Why would that be a rule? That's stupid. If you've ever seen people that go to the gym, they'll wear a plastic bag if they're really trying to sweat. What do you mean no wearing baggy clothes to avoid unwanted attention? Wear what you like. Then why would you even, that just sounds dumb. But whatever, 225 likes, even though the sentence is a contradiction in itself. No staying in the safe corner of the gym. The whole space is your space. No planning a workout route to dodge uncomfortable situations. Move what you want where you want. So this is basically the girl boss guide to a gym, which anybody who's ever been to a gym knows women take up space in gyms where they should not be taking up space. Women will do fucking hot yoga in your peripheral next to the dumbbells when there are 3 rooms in 3 separate parts of the gym that they can go to and do their shit, but they want to be right in front of the weight stations. They want to be right next to the bench press. And I've seen this multiple times when I've been in gyms. Every single time. No safety firm required. You can come solo and confident. No t-shirt pulling. Okay, so all of this shit is stupid. And I said, eventually your gym will end up failing as women will flock to wherever the dick is. And once the broken males pretending to be women would invade. Answer the question. And the question was, is your gym transgender friendly? And the reason why I asked this question, and I knew that this was coming, is because whenever there's a female space, like fucking clockwork, every single time there's a female space, a female only space, it's not men that are upset about this. Men are upset that they can't have their own spaces, but they're all for it. Men want women to succeed. That's the reason why the world has gotten to where it has, is because once women get a certain amount of power, they want more power, and they want to do whatever the fuck that they want to do while ruining society. Low quality women, which even good quality women eventually agree with because they're tolerable. That's just in their nature. But I digress. What ends up happening is once you take away males out of the equation, the order, and you get girl bosses and a girl only area that should be for only girls, then you start seeing people come in who claim to be women, who want to emulate women and all of this shit. So I said what I said, and the replies I was getting was just some crazy shit like just look at the question. So I said, once they know there's no men around that can rain shit in its raps, right? And I have to mute certain accounts. And this is just what I do. I go back and forth with the person 1 or 2 times, but a lot of motherfuckers live on Twitter, bro. Like, this is just what they do. They need that, especially black, low-quality women. They don't trust me when I tell you. If you're a white person and you look at my content, imagine having to deal with an ignorant black woman, right? And you know exactly what, it's okay. I'm giving you the black card. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to be upset at them right now. Imagine having to sit there and listen. First and foremost, a lot of women don't even need to make sense to try to win an argument. They'll bring out shit from multi-dimensional realities to try to win an argument. So that's not even a problem. But imagine these chicks on Twitter whose whole reality revolves around hating men. They get 1/3 of that energy back. Now they're victims, and here comes the fucking beehive. Anyway, So I just start muting accounts. And Lona Moni says, bruv, we have and had successful only gyms. An all girl gym and owned by a black woman, a dream. If you want to center women, I'm sorry, if you want to center women and vice versa, do so elsewhere. No boys allowed. Again, never said I wanted the gym to be with males. I did not say that. I said your gym would fail. Answer the question. That's all I said. And I said, I feel like you talking, but you're not listening. A dream because black owned, that sounds like a nightmare. Absolutely. And so I pulled up a picture. I pulled up a picture, and this was the women's club. It was called the Sports Bra. So instead of sports bar, Sports Bra, but it was ran by the LGBT. It was infiltrated by the LGBT. It closed down in like 5 fucking months. And this is a gift from the video, right? I'm outside a bar that's unlike anywhere I've ever been. Let's check it out. So she enters and just see how quickly it changes. It's a female's bar. What the fuck does that got to do with any of that? And that's how you know that whatever establishment you're in, if you see that fucking flag right there, you need to go the other way, especially if you're a woman. You need to go the other fucking way. First ever women's sports bar in Australia closes after 5 months. Go figure. A sports bar opened in Portland, Oregon, and has made 100 in revenue in the first year of operation, also sparkling other similar venues to pop up around the country. Australians was excited at the prospect for the bar with social media buzz, and many vowing to travel from neighboring states to check it out. Others predicted that it would give way to become a full-blown LGBT bar given its location, and it did. But you get what I'm saying? Like you can't really deal with these fucking people. Successful women-owned spaces already exist, and she will follow their blueprint and prosper. Okay, name again. I want you to just name 7 well-known, successful female-owned spaces. Just do it. Just do it, please. Black-owned everything is magical. Focus on male-oriented and non-male spaces instead. Let's continue going. Grown-ass black man hating on a black woman never fails. Stat-wise, it's overwhelmingly the other way around, but you are not ready for that combo. And looking at your page, you hate men, but black men in particular. Can't attack my fact-based argument, so now I'm a hater because that's the only thing your tribalistic mind can come with. Why won't she answer the question? Are trans allowed at her gym? I'll give you the answer since it's too complex for you black girls. What did I say? It's too complex for you black girl squad clit riders. If she answers no, that gym will be greenlit to be taken over and shut down by force. Wakanda forever, my Latinx sister. Right? Because, I mean, that's how you got to treat them. It's her gym. You're not running it, nor can you attend. Yes, you and the other black men telling her she's going to fail are very much haters. Post the stats. I hate black men. Like, you continuously degrade and talk down on black women. Okay. And I said this. Again, proven the black beehive is just black feminism is always the lowest common denominator. Not once did I say I wanted the gym to fail, nor did I want to attend. You don't hate black men. You just hate men. Fuck the stats, let's take it from the source. You narrow-minded, tribalistic, black feminist cult members will embarrass yourself every time. It is a fact that female-only spaces are infested with predators, and you women always let them in, be it an invading enemy force, with borders, or gyms because of fake tolerance. Many want to wear your fucking skin if they could. You think men like me trying to point out to the mass of you slow asses, they hate you? Just wait until you find out a man, ass has taken a shine to you and you tee-hee and try to reject them. You know what's sad about this? Black men, no, men as a whole want black women to do good. And you know who comes around, who comes a running when low quality women fuck up thinking they can do it all on their own? Men. Every single time. She sold you out, but you upset at me for your nature. Get the fuck out of here. Men would love to have a space to their own that wasn't taken over by women, just taking up space because they want to be seen. And like I said, women will still go to where they can be seen by men, not the other way around. The 2 clip riders that like your post is that gassed you is ass too. So this is her post. Strict rules at my women's only gym. But just earlier, this is what she says. If anyone is a part of the LGBT community, knows about the transgender community, please DM me your thoughts and ideas on how I would go about this with my women's only gym. It's difficult because I want transgender women to be welcome, but I just don't know how to go about it. They won't address that. They never fucking do. And this is so if you guys have been listening to my content recently, I said I was going into a real fucking dark place when it came down to talking to women, especially low quality black women. This is the bullshit that I be talking about. That's the bullshit I be talking about. Because it really shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way, but it is that way. It shouldn't be that way, but it is that way.
White girls are with.
And this is why I'm telling black men. This is why more and more black men are getting away from. They're not only are they getting away from low quality black women, they're just not even giving a chance to black women anymore. Because a black woman who's a good girl, she could be surrounded by low quality women. They could be her family members. Why would you want that fucking headache? Why would you want that headache when you can't tell them shit? When you can take something that's factual and they won't even address it because their hatred for men overrides all of that. Now let's continue this video. I'm gonna shut the fuck up now.
It's okay for like a black girl to mess with a white guy, but not the same thing for a black guy to mess with a white girl.
Hey, how do you feel about interracial?
White women, if they date a black man, dead wrong. But if a black woman find her a rich white man, right on, sister. Black power.
What do you think about interracial relationships?
I think that black men should be with black women. I don't see why you wouldn't want to be.
Hey, what's your unpopular opinion?
Black men belong with black women.
Hey, what's your unpopular opinion?
All of the men who are snow bunnies, they have mommy issues.
All right, why say that?
Because, like, why are half the men here snow bunnies? Like, go back to your roots. Your mom's black. Your sister's black.
I said that before, right? Y'all thought I was joking when I said when you get in some fucking stupid, ignorant woman's head, some stupid, ignorant, low-quality woman's ass, they revert to just dragging black men, no matter what it is. But your mama black, case in point. Case in fucking point. That's what you retort with. Like I said, anyway, whatever.
Your mother is a black woman, so for you not to like black women, there's nothing wrong right there. You were surrounded by black women, your aunties, your mommies.
When black girls do it because they genuinely like them, and I feel like when black boys do it, it's just because they comparing them to black people.
There's a disconnect. You want easy hits, just say that.
Here's what they just said. So they look at white women as inferior. You just want easy hoes. They think a woman who's not always butting heads with you, actually treating you well, rewarding you when you're doing proper as a man, right? Actually willing to negotiate because that's what a relationship is. They see that as easy. So if they're not attacking you for having a black mother or you hate black people, if they're not trying to fuck with your sexuality and call you a faggot, right? Because here's the funniest thing: their best friends are gays, but they use gay sexuality as a weapon against black men or men all the time. Just say you don't like women. Just say you gay. Just say you gay. Then I've seen it so many times. I've lived it. We've seen it throughout history. Come on now.
When black girls mess with white guys, it's because, like, oh, they like a nice guy, this and this. But whenever it's a white girl, oh, I like snow bunnies, like it's a fetish. But when black girls like white boys, it's genuine.
That part.
What's your unpopular opinion?
White men are better than black men.
All right, why you say that?
They ain't all that. The white boys do it the best.
White men are trash.
All right, why you say that?
They're just trash. They ain't shit.
Hey, what's some?
That right there. Because when you look at the other side, that is just a low-quality white woman right there. A low-quality white woman who wants to imitate the low-quality black woman. This is, I don't think you guys understand that. There's a lot, like that negative subculture, right? Of abnormality, whatever the fuck it is. They want to emulate that hood, that lit, that lifestyle, that baddie lifestyle, whatever like that. So white men ain't shit. I want to get me a black guy, but it's not black men they want. But that white girl right here, look at, bro, what she wants is the dude holding down the block, an upcoming rapper. That's the black guy that she wants. Those guys are the subculture, the lit kids. That's what she wants.
Trash. They ain't shit.
Hey, what's something that you want to see happen but you know it won't?
White women fetishizing black men because it's not cute and it's everywhere. Everywhere you look. Rabbit catcher, snow bunny.
Hey, what's your unpopular opinion?
Snow bunnies are weird. The way they fetishize black men is very disturbing to me. Cut it out immediately.
Hey, what's your unpopular opinion?
People should mind their business about interracial dating. Why do you care who I date? Why do you care about their race? It doesn't matter. No one's gonna do it better. He doesn't want you anyway.
And guess what? She would be considered a pick me. She would be considered the snow bunny, right? But here's the deal. The dude that she ends up with would have a higher chance of a successful relationship. And guess what? When he brings her around, if he does, all these black witches are gonna, but he's gonna be genuinely happy with that girl. Most guys would rather have a girl who's like this than all of that other shit we just heard. Anyway, I spoke my shit long enough. Let me know in the comments what you think. And I have another video that I'm gonna put out, and I really didn't want to, but fuck it, I'm gonna do it eventually. You'll see the video because it's a video about basically women, how black women look at lames. And when you're a lame, when you don't listen to certain music, when you don't dress a certain way, when you don't have a certain status of materialist, or you're not holding down the block as they call it, right? They call you a lame. You know who else was a lame? Who was that guy who played in Creed, the black actor? Jordan, what was his name? It's like Jordan Peterson, but it's not. Who was that guy? He was the main guy too, the main fucking guy doing his damn thing. What was his name? I can't remember his name, but I can't remember his name for the Michael B. Jordan. And this actually happened in 4K. Michael B. Jordan was being interviewed by a woman, and she was trying to be buddies with him, acting like she knew him. And he said, "Nah, when we was in school, you treated me like fucking shit. You did me dirty." And she was like, "Oh, it wasn't like that." And mind you, now that he's gotten ahead of her, right? Eclipsed her by far. He's making his own goddamn movies. My man is rich. She's stuck where she is. And then you see that she tried to at first she tried to play buddy, then she tried to make it seem like it wasn't serious. And at the very end, towards the end, you saw her nature come back out, right? You saw her try to play him, but you can't play him at this point. That lame dude that you claim is lame, my man, is he married? I'm pretty sure he's married with kids already at this point. But again, very successful. And you know what, black men, we love to see it. Black women, you should also cheer for that. Stop raising struggle babies. Black men, if you're into that stupid ass lifestyle, just be done with it, because none of that shit matters at the end of the day. You don't want to 5 kids, 5 baby mamas. Get the fuck out of here and go and sit here and tell me out. Anyway, catch you guys next time. Peace.